The execution of a protester in Iran triggered fresh protests in the capital, Tehran, overnight. 23-year-old Mohsen Shekari was hanged yesterday. Reporter Rebecca Collard is covering developments for us today, and she has more on the reaction to the execution inside Iran and internationally.
Since the announcement of the execution of Mohsen Shekari yesterday, what we've seen is really a wave of videos that purport to show fresh protests inside Iran. Now, it's very difficult for us to confirm when exactly these videos are shot for sure, but I will say in one of the videos you can hear the protesters chanting, "Death to the dictator, death to the dictator," which is a chant we've heard really throughout the 90 days of protests in Iran. But then they also chant something like, I will kill those who kill my brother. And that's believed to be a direct response to the Iranian government's execution yesterday of Mohsen Shekari. Now, if the Iranian government thought that executing this protester and sentencing other protesters to death would send Iranian protesters home, they were clearly wrong. Protesters are back in the streets. Now, the Iranian government has also responded quite strongly. The country's president, Ibrahim Raisi, today vowing again to crack down hard on these protests. We've also seen a lot of reaction from outside Iran, so Germany, here in Germany, other Western states condemning specifically this execution yesterday, but also a number of countries putting new sanctions on Iran. So Canada, the US, the UK implementing new Iran-related sanctions, and the EU saying that likely on Monday they will do the same, put new sanctions on Iran. And I think what's interesting here is that, Iran has been under Western sanctions for many years. After Donald Trump withdrew unilaterally from the 2015 nuclear pact, Iran responded by also breaking its commitments under the deal, and Western countries began to put sanctions on Iran. Now, what's different now is that these new sanctions are really being put in the context of human rights rather than this pact. And I think we'll have to see whether or not now this has any impact on the actions of the Iranian government. Rebecca Collard for CBC News, Berlin.